It's 8:30 on Monday the 13th of June 2016, and you're listening to a brand new radio station, SPACEWaves 2K16, brought to you by students of the Somerset Performing Arts Centre for Education, right here in Taunton, Somerset. And now introducing the first presenter of the week. Please put your hands together for Miss Gabby Gonta and The Breakfast Show.
Welcome to the student radio that is SPACEWaves. The first song that is right up is Hooked on a Feeling.
Ooka chaka.
So I've got Alexa and Jess in the studio with me now. We're just going to have a nice little chat about our weekends. So did you do anything nice, you two?
I went to Torbay Air Show with my dad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, saw the red arrows and some other aeroplanes. It's pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I just had work. It's pretty boring, really.
Well, fair enough. Well, I went to London on Friday and Thursday.
Nice.
I saw Aladdin. That was insane. Definitely recommended. Yeah, literally just magic. Cool. Yeah, so we shall probably move to the next song now, and that is Sax by Fleur East. This is kind of dedicated to Lucy Trott. So, Alexa, I think we've got a couple shows coming up during this week, so I think you've got a couple little introductions to play, if you want to play them now.
Yep.
Just get them sorted now. So.
And now on SPACEWaves 2K16, Alexa Staple with Manic. Manic Monday.
So, we'll get that sorted for you soon. So, at the moment, Jess and Alexa are working hard on Made in Dagenham, which is the musical in July. So, either of you want to say anything about that, like how the rehearsal's going since like us year twos have left?
It's going really well, actually. We've got a lot done now. Getting there, got quite a lot of costume, all sorted. Just a few more songs to get through.
Yeah.
Cool. Part 2 is coming along really well.
Is it like, are you looking forward to it? Because you've not got long left.
No, it's like 28 days or something like that.
Fair enough.
Very soon.
I think you can buy your tickets from the Tacky Morris box office.
Yep.
So if you go ahead and do that, you do not want to miss it. Next off, we've got a bit of Meghan Trainor with Better When I'm Dancing.
Feel better when yeah.
Hi, I'm Alexa Staple, and you need to listen to my show on SPACEWaves Monday lunchtime, the 13th of June, where we'll be playing music by bands such as
Green Day,
Rolling Stones, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy,
Metallica.
Alexa Staple with Manic Mondays, today only on SPACEWaves 2K16 from 1:05.
Now we're going over to Alexa for some more details on Made in Dagenham.
Right, so if you are interested in Made in Dagenham, which is a musical set in 1969 on the women strikers at the Ford Dagenham factory, you can buy your tickets at the Tacky Morris Art Centre on their website or at the box office. The dates for the show are the 6th to the 9th of July, with a matinee on the 7th of July. And we're sponsored by Ford, so we'd really like you guys to come along because it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Cool, thank you, Alexa. Right, we're now going to move on to the news with Jess.
Leaders across the world are joining millions of Americans in sympathy for the deadly attacks that took place in the early hours of Sunday morning in Orlando, Florida. Omar Mateen killed 50 people and wounded 53 more after attacking guests of a popular LGBT nightclub in the city. The hip-hop musical Hamilton has dominated the Tony Awards in New York, a hit show about the life of one of America's founding fathers. It won Best Musical, Score and Lead Actor awards, but failed to beat the record of 12 statuettes. The Euro 2016 championships are underway in France. The host beat Romania with a last-minute goal, leaving the score 2-1, and the home nations have started with a mixed bag of results. Northern Ireland were beaten by a single goal to nil against Poland. Wales dramatically beat Slovakia 2-1, and England succumbed to late equaliser from Russia. Off the pitch, UEFA have warned that any further scenes of violence from English or Russia supporters could result in either country's expulsion from the tournament. The weather today, mostly cloudy.
Right, so now we're going to hit up with a bit of Sia and Cheap Thrills later on, due to the Tony Awards. We're going to hit a bit of musicals up, I think, as well. That was Sia with Cheap Thrills. Right, next up we've got a couple shout-outs coming. So that is Chloe, and we send a lot of love to you at the moment. Lucy Trott, who's a former Spacey. Phoebe, who is listening from all the way in Malta currently. Esme, who's constantly texting me right now about it. Rocket, and Tina, and happy birthday, Tina. Right, so if you want to get in touch with us, hit Alexa with this is Alexa with all the details.
If you guys want to tweet us at @WavesSpace on Twitter, or search SPACEWaves Radio on YouTube, and you can live chat with us on there because we have a live stream. Ooh.
Cool. So the next song, I actually played water polo with this person when I was very young, and this is Justin Timberlake with Can't Stop the Feeling. Right, so going back to the Justin Timberlake story, I was actually about 3 or 4 years old, and it was Turks and Caicos Islands in the Caribbean. He was still with NSYNC at the time. Bearing in mind, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea who they were. I just happened to be in the pool playing water polo. Played water polo apparently, and apparently it went great. So winning at that one. So coming up, we have summer, and I was interested to see whether Alexa and Jess are doing anything in the summer. So guys, you up to anything interesting?
I have 0 plans.
Nothing at all. You're not going away anywhere?
No.
Okay.
That's really sad.
I think the weather's meant to be really good here though. Apparently it's meant to be the hottest summer, so...
Probably a lot of water fights with friends. If I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that actually.
Yeah,
Jess?
I mean, my birthday's in summer, so that's
Nice.
pretty soon. That's exciting.
Doing anything for that?
I don't really know yet. I haven't sorted out, but probably.
Fair enough.
Just don't know what.
Well, I'm away this Sunday coming. I'm going to Greece for a week, so I'm excited about that one.
Ooh.
Then obviously I'm coming back to help Maiden Dagenham, and then I'm off on holiday again. So I'm all right.
Nice.
Okay, so the next song coming up, we are going to have a bit of Ariana Grande with Break Free. Right, so a message for Joe Rocket right now to get some work done. Also, we have had a couple people tweeting in about going on holiday, as I was talking about it. So I know Esme is off to Florida, and I know I'm going to be very jealous as she is going to Disney, although I did go for my 18th. So get in touch again. Alexa, do you want to read out the information to get in touch with us?
Yeah, on Twitter it is @waves-space, so tweet us something interesting. And you can chat with us live on YouTube if you search SPACEWaves Radio and find our channel.
Cool, thank you. So right now we're going to move on to a bit of string.
All the strings it says, yeah.
So I have a couple more shout outs to former space student Maya Birch and Talia, and to a very good friend of mine who's been watching since we pretty much went on air and from last night, which is Corin. So now we're going to head over to Jess once more for the news.
Thanks, Gabby. So, leaders across the world are joining millions of Americans in sympathy for the deadly attacks that took place in the early hours of Sunday morning in Orlando, Florida. Omar Mateen killed 50 people and wounded 53 more after attacking guests of a popular LGBT nightclub in the city. The hip-hop musical Hamilton has dominated the Tony Awards in New York. A hit show about the life of one of America's founding fathers. It won Best Musical, Score and Lead Actor awards, but failed to beat the record of 12 statuettes. The Euro 2016 championships are underway in France. The hosts beat Romania with a last-minute goal, leaving the score 2-1, and the home nations have started with a mixed bag of results. Northern Ireland were beaten by a single goal to nil against Poland, Wales dramatically beat Slovakia 2-1, and England succumbed to a late equaliser from Russia. Off the pitch, UEFA have warned that any further scenes of violence from English or Russian supporters could result in either country's expulsion from the tournament. The weather today is mostly cloudy.
So this break time, make sure you tune in. We've got the triple threat going on, and I can say that's going to be pretty good if you ask me. So make sure you tune in at 11 o'clock. Also, at the end during the week, we also have Alexa with her show.
And you need to listen to my show on SPACEWaves Monday lunchtime, the 13th of June, where we'll be playing music by bands such as
Green Day,
Rolling Stones, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy,
Metallica.
Alexa Staple with Manic Mondays, today only on SPACEWaves 2K16 from 1:05.
So we're coming to the end of the show. This has been me, Gabby Gonta, and thank you for listening. The last song we're going to be playing is Black Magic by Little Mix.